Hello, good morning, and welcome once again. I am, of course, the Cooped-Up creative, and we're here back playing some Bannerlord. Now, we had some slight issues last time we tried to play. Long story was, we thought we were streaming it, and we were streaming it, but the upload had a little bit of an issue. I should now have solved those IT problems, and I've still got the footage. So I'll figure some way of like editing it down and getting it over to you. Because of course what had happened was pretty big. We had our piece and then we started working down and picking off some warbands of beastmen, as we're pretty skilled at doing, I'd say now. And then we ended up going on a little bit of an explorer round. Went to the herdstone so we could get the sword back from our previous episode. And along that way, we ended up having war declared on us by Middenland. So, last thing that we managed to do was retake this province of Salismund from Middenland, because it looks like they're also at war with Nordland. So, there's another vote going in for going to war with the Wasteland, which would then mean we are surrounded on enemies on the left and south, and to the right and south. So, everywhere but the north pretty much were fucked, and yeah, we'll see where the hell we end up. I am commanding a rather large force, but we did also run into an army that Middenland had that was over 2,000. So as you can imagine, we're not exactly feeling too brave about what's going on right now, and we are of course in need of money. Who will be the new owner? Who do we need relations with? We need relations with you quite badly, so there we go. Let's lose 3 from our closer allies, and we'll increase by 21 with the Wardens of the Forest. That's brilliant. So yeah, we're now quite the political powerhouse within the kingdom, of course. We're not bothered about hunting down villagers still. We do have some moral code on our elf. We're not completely evil. Oh. Heinrich again. Oh my dear boy, what are you doing? This is when we start getting into problem territory, because they're just a little bit faster than us. Actually, no. Yeah, they are. Fuck. We will run out of money before we catch anyone. What about you? Speed 3. Speed 3. I have no idea how many of them are here. It looks like a lot. You little bloody cowards, stand and fight me.
For what may seem an abundance of caution.
Oh, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for her. You know we're at war. You know we outnumber you. You're probably better off just surrendering, to be honest, love. Let's set the forces up as we do like them. A little bit of our envelopment windows over here. Cavalry. Be merry, have some fun. And of course, for this one time, everybody do your own thing. So the size of our forces now are absolutely magnificent. Beautiful god rays piercing the sky there. It's like the sun itself ordains what we are about to do. So naturally they're going to try and take a defensive position, but we ain't having that. We ain't having that. We'll run them down. Just see if we can get a little bit lucky. Hopefully the recording and everything's looking good. If you are live in the chat and you want to let me know either way, just throw me that message so I can make some quick adjustments if needed. But everything, the settings I'm on should be showing you properly what this game looks like for me, which is very, very nice indeed. Oh my Christ, that's a madman with a mace. I was trying to tell people about the mod. You didn't have to be so aggressive. Hey! Hey! I'm a female warrior priest of Ulrich. Oh, I love that video so much. It's gonna be living rent free in my head that now, Jesus. Jesus. Right, so let's find some more people that we can possibly ruin the day of. Oh, of course, this is the new sword. Let's put it in two-handed mode, as we are, of course, a two-handed fighter. Who we got that's not one of ours? You are wearing a very green cape that looks like one of mine, mate. You're an elf. I think we killed them all. Oh, gosh darn, aren't my guys just too good? We did lose 2. Even fighting baby numbers like that, we still lost a few. I'm sorry to say it, but you are my prisoner. You showed more courage than half of your kingdom, though, so, you know, it sucks for you, I get that, but you've done the kingdom proud, so it's a shame the rest of them ain't showing half as much spirit as you. Oh, there's half of the clothing from our good friend. Let's see. Who could benefit from... I mean, you could benefit from new hands, although they look a bit crazy on you. What about your boots? Yeah, get some new booties. They're not going to do too much for you because you don't really do frost damage, but it's alright. Soon we're going to be putting him in melee. That is the plan, at least, anyway. Okay, we could take a slight little detour here, sell off a few things, and then come back up north with the army. I think that is exactly what we're going to do. Because financially, things are going to be a problem if we don't. I really wish I could have got involved in that action. Could have been another few people to sell on. Right, so little bit of trading. Let's see what we got that we can afford to lose. That's not bad. Stack them out 32. I'll save them for another gander later. Ooh, you don't have that much money here, do you? Very naughty. 4,700 over. So what can we take in your stead? We don't need a life wizard's crown. We don't need a warrior's headband. We definitely don't need that. Perhaps they got some valuable commodities that we might take. Wine, we like wine. Of course we do, we're an elf. Linen, that's not particularly cheap for linen. That's alright for velvet. It's alright. Wool, that seems pretty expensive for wool. Hides, I don't really recall. Leathers, I know you can get 300 for them in some places. Tools at 83 is not that very good. Not that very good. Fucking... You wouldn't think English was my first language, would you? Not that very good. Yeah, go on. You can keep £1,000. We'll tip you £1,000. He says, concerned about his finances. So... Tavern districts, a little bit more money. He's got such a nice smile, look at him. He's loving life in the pub. I'm going to leave you there though, I don't want a warrior priest. I was considering it for a while, we did have one in our little flashback, but the fact of us avoiding him now, we can say that maybe, just maybe, maybe he sees it as a bit of a bad omen to have a warrior priest in his party now. Seriously though, where's all the enemies at? Like, Midland are a superpower. Are they just running around with one army of silly amounts? Because if they are, it's not bothering us. Let's just see if we can broker a peace with them. Diplomacy, Midland. Oh, we can. we'll get tribute from them as well. That's really big for us. That will put us in one of the strongest positions we've ever been in. So we just need to fight a few more battles, get that influence up, and then we're laughing. Speed 3-3, speed 3-0. Shit, they're always going to outrun us. Full 6, there ain't no way I'm catching you. What about you? 3-1. Right, Shadowfax. Show us the meaning of speed 3.0. 2.3. Fuck me, we're getting slower. You'll be a source of income, and then we'll get you on the other side. I know it's not going to be the greatest bit of income, but we just need influence, Danny. Well, in a Danny Dyer fashion.
Take command.
We really do have a pretty big army here.
Defender, take.
The cavalry contingent's looking good. He's absolutely eager for it. Look at him. If I'm not the first one there and swinging my sword, I'm going to be absolutely furious. Go on then, let's see. Oh, he's being overtaken now, lad. I'm not even talking about the horses. You're the new contender for absolute mad lad. Go on. Oh, that sword does bloody do damage. That. It do be doing damage. It's not the easiest to aim, but my god is it nice to have a rune fang. Fits in nicely with the name of our faction, of course. Go on, lads. Do us proud. Most of all, you did yourselves proud. In a baby battle. If they fight like that in a main battle, then yeah, sweet, they'll have my eternal love. Oh, nice, nice, that's what I wanted. Something a little spicy. Something a little spicy, come on. I'll wager my 640 against your 667, mate. Let's go. He's hiding in the blood. He's going in the castle, isn't he? Going in the bloody castle.
No.
Get in!
Come no closer. Forgive me, but one cannot be too cautious.
I
would ask you for your name.
I think you know who I am by reputation, Sunshine. I'm Arduval Uriel. I've killed many of your kin. I've captured your elect account multiple times. I reckon there's a picture of me in every privy in your nation. But soon it'll be above the fireplaces when we take your lands. So, you are Emil von Koitsburg of the House of Bidhulfen. Our family has discharged its duties honourably since the days of Sigmar himself. Well, I'm afraid to say, lad. See, I told you, I know your name. I hear you took Salismund. It's very true, I did. And right now, son, we're at war. Yield or fight. Death before dishonour. You know, fair play, lad. If I had half of the kingdom with your attitude, life would be great. So we are going to save our slots very, very quickly. Let's update where we are. Obviously, there is no going back on this campaign. This campaign is, if we lose this battle now and get absolutely minced, whatever, maybe it's cannons that tear us to pieces, then that's, you know, the hand we're dealt with. We might go broke, we might have to turn rogue. There's no knowing where this is going. I can safely say this, though. If for whatever reason I did lose my army and become a prisoner with the fees that we're paying out to mercenaries, we'd have no choice but to abandon the kingdom, which would undeniably lead to a whole host of crazy conflicts. So it's very much a case of we'd like to win fairly, and we'd like to have this. We'd like to keep our armies in the best case, but there might come a point where we end up having to betray our kingdom. Of course, we won't be saying that I'm just going to say we're in the earshot of our enemy, but they're not our enemy, they're our allies, and of course, the earshot of an elf is probably bloody pretty far. Oh, they actually fleeing? Or I know just a present to get them while they're going up, setting up camp. It's got a fireball. Go on, lad. Do us proud. You fucking bastard. Hey, 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 hey. Less of it. That was fucking terrible. It's turning out to be okay, but it was terrible. Two-handed mode as we... Oh, 90 damage delivered. He's not happy about that. Well, what is going on here? What is going on?
Take position.
Why have they just put all the infantry... See, this is part of the problem when you let the AI have a go of commanding your men. Because all of a sudden it starts to do these crazy-ass decisions. I've not just dropped my sword, have I? Nice. For a meager payment there.
Take position.
Let's try and throw some more fireballs. Obviously we've got arrows hanging out of us. Blood on our back. But they've all clustered up like morons. Come on! That's more like it. That's more like it. I can't even see for the kills that are racking up on our screen.
Deep wood archers. Purge the corrupt.
Let's just send it. The men are up for it. Keenest they've been all month. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then one last spell that we are going to do. Shall we see if we can crash the computer, eh? Not a frame lost. Beautiful. And they will just absolutely carve a path through these now. These boys are not to be taken lightly without the upgrades. With the upgrades, oh, they're beyond a force to be feared. Might have caused us a bit of pain there when they explode. Oh shit. Causing myself a bit of pain there. Ow. Oh, they got reinforcements from the... Oh. Well, shit. Let's get a cheeky heal off. Stop it. Stop it, you absolute mad lad. I should really have commanded this much better. This is... Next time I will not be giving over control to the AI so quickly, that's for sure. I kind of hoped it would take a little bit out of my book, you know? I would love me some of that horse armor though. If that drops at the end of this for us taking on a bigger fight, I'll be very happy. You said you have a chance of getting the items that you... the items of the enemies you're fighting basically in Bannerlord. So the more elite the armies you fight, the more elite the loot is that you can kind of expect. And obviously the size of the battle, the frequency of the units, all these things kind of play a factor. So we fought a pretty decent sized army here. So as I say, there's a good chance that, you know, I had quite a few knights in it. You can see they've still got demigriffs there. So it might be that we get something good drop. I would love me one of these chickens, I'm not going to lie. If I can find me one of these chickens as a horse, I'll be buzzing. But not that one. Outstanding job, boys, really. Your losses of your forces ain't that high. You've done alright there. Just everybody do your own thing and let's get it ended. Absolutely terrific. Take a swig of water while the battle wraps up. Unfortunately, some of these enemy troops, like the cavalry, they'll have really high morale. So you're never going to break them. So it becomes a game of, can you hunt them down? Which we will. Where'd he go? There he is. So we did hit him, but we didn't kill him. I don't know why we're trying the throwing axes. It's not like we've had much success with them yet. Doing a whopping 3 damage. 17 damage to the face. I'll break your shield, you bastard. I was kind of holding out hope then that we were just going to have that miracle shot that was going to do crazy amount of damage, but clearly not. There we go. Oh, that's a top tier one. That's a Demigryph Knight of the Inner Circle, so they don't get much more elite than that for them. Well done. Well done, boys. Some losses. 5 from our party, 23 wounded. But obviously, our 71-87 pales in comparison to their 264 and 398 wounded. Just reminds me a little bit of the death toll is catastrophic. You must contact me. If you know what the film is that's from, and if you can tell me who they're saying it, then 10 out of 10. I imagine a lot of you have heard it before. You're my prisoner, son. Elster Sternhauer. You're my prisoner. Oh, of course. Al Ulrich Emil Vaguely. Valgier. Guess what? Prisoner. Oh, Axel. Axel. Wow. Fantastic looking armour. Love the cape. Love what you've done with it. Don't like how your hand's clipping through your chest. Freaking me out. You're my prisoner. Oh, and of course, and there's Emil. How can we forget about lovely Emil? So as you can see, we've got a substantial amount of prisoners to pick from. Can we have them all? No. Would we like them all? Yes. So instead, what we will do is just take the most valuable ones, which of course will be the most elite, as we have done so many times. So take you. You'll look fantastic helping out the Druchii overseas, mate. As will you. It's just a minor construction project. Don't worry about it. Get into there. We've got 8 more spaces left. Ooh, wouldn't you know it? 8 more spaces. Let's just take 8 Wolfkin. We'll just take 8. There we go. Come and join us, son. Oh, of course, some nice little bits of armor. Oh, wow. Cool. Warhammer of Ulrich. No, actually, my bad. It's just a 2-handed hammer. I thought they had a unique one. Okay, so they're a little happier about what we're doing. Everyone in general seems a little bit happier about the general way that we are going about the world and doing our business. Things are looking good. We will, of course, round up these pesky beastmen. No one likes beastmen. Even the beastmen don't like beastmen. And let's just see where we end up now. Should probably have started my cavalry in there, but yeah. Fuck it.
Take initiative.
Let's go do some skirmishing. You guys just look magnificent for now till they come to you. You don't need to come up here. That's a bit of a bad click. Yeah, it's quite a sizable force that we're rocking now. The dream would be that we can get our elven armies up to about 1,000, but we're not gonna do that without the help of men, I don't think. 64 winds of magic. Let's see what we can do if we put 20 of it or 17 of it into a fireball. We've done bits. Obviously, these guys are absolutely taking people apart. I'm really glad I paid to upgrade so many of these into skirmish cavalry. They are a bigger target to hit, but they're faster. And just the general way you can harass the enemy like that is just bloody great. Oh, I missed him.
Deep wood infantry. Take position. Take position.
So, for an envelopment, prepare to flank. You, gentlemen,
Attack.
have the honour of advancing.
Deep wood archers. Take position.
Just wheel you back around. It's so satisfying commanding the men. That's it.
Take position.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Charge, warriors. Take that position. Take.
Commanding the men, and I'm giving them all the wrong orders. That's it. Bring them in, boys. Have an apotheosis. You're all great legends in my eyes. Yeah, those skirmishers are great. They do a lot of work. I mean, they're basically generic ones, but if they're my allies and they can start leveling them up, that's good for all of us, because I'm still technically commanding them while we're in the army, right? So 42 to level up ourselves. That is pretty big. A few more archers. Get some more of that. What to do? What to do? We do want some more cavalry. We'll never say no to a few more cavalry. A council warden, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. It's 4K, it's not cheap, it's quite expensive, but it makes our units better. And we should get that back in a few battles anyway. Okay, so let's have a look. So, any levels up for us? Yes, we actually hit a major level up. Oh my days, we had 3 level ups that we didn't even pay attention to. So, we're about to become incredibly powerful. Companion damage can charge ability, ranges doubles, scale with charm. Wow. That's great. So we're not actually using lightning damage, but not wielding hero. Yeah, let's go for that. Because I don't know if it means, when it says wielding, I assume it means in your hands, right? Because that's how, you'd wield a sword. You wouldn't just have it on your person, you'd be wielding it. Makes sense in my head. We do need more charm. If we do go to set up our own kingdom, charm is going to be essential. That's how we're going to convince enemy lords to come and join us. Obviously, our trade is in the bloody pits. We just haven't needed to do any trade at all. We've just been a combat nation. We could increase our social, and then maybe we work towards trade. Okay. We'll start heading back to Torlinthel. We do have the influence to declare peace, but we should probably capture Toddy Todbringer first, though. Toddy. You tried to build an army and raid our lands, and you got caught. Although I'm speaking prematurely here, he might actually get away. We're not exactly quicker than him. All these bloody prisoners, that's what. So those two are trying to join in the army. He is eventually going to back himself into a corner. Oh, wow. What a bold bastard. We will, of course, rush to his aid. Oh, and it's a night battle. Night battles do kind of scare me.
Take position. Take that position.
Just because the
Eternal
visibility
guard.
does make a
Take the
difference.
blade guard. Take
I'm
that position.
playing with it quite realistic, so the brightness is low. You can see our other spellcasters making an effort there.
Deep wood archers.
Oh, I thought we were just going to ride through that tree.
Blade. Take position. Take that position. Deep wood infantry. Take deep wood eternal guard. Take that position.
Oh, there's lots of spells being used on both sides. This is the thing with magic. It is powerful. Of course it is. Like, that's a silly amount of damage that you can do in one pass. Fucking hell. But everybody does get it.
Mounting
So
archers.
there's that kind of level of everyone gets it and access to the same amount of spells. It's just that certain careers do different things. So I'm glad it's in the game, though maybe a slight tweaking of some of the values as an order. I mean, that being said, though, it very much is a case that you know, in Bannerlord, when you level up your skills, oh my god, that's a cannon! That definitely was a cannon. We've had a few episodes where I've thought things were cannons that weren't cannons, but I can recognise that as a cannon, and there it is. Get out of the way of it before they unleash hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's attacking one-handed. Why are you attacking one-handed, you bloody idiot? You're a two-handed soldier. Of course, why they're just not charging me, I don't know. Yep, that's what it'll do. It'll do exactly that. Fuck you, it won't do shit now.
Defenders of the take initiative.
More explosions as our mines overtake theirs. That's another one. Another two. Any more for any more? Of course there is. And then we'll hit them with a fireball. In come the men. This is why I don't like leaving even these smaller groups alive. Because obviously if that cannon then meets an army of another like 3,000-4,000, we are in serious trouble. We overtook a few, not many. Oh no, that Queen's Guard. Poor Queen's Guard. On its own. What a mad lad. What an absolute mad lad. Let's see how many we can claim. Of course, we do need to make sure that we are not knocked out. Wielding a Reichland Runefang, and there comes the rest of our forces to now mop up this battle. Fantastic. That is exactly what we bloody wanted. Well done, boys. Well done, boys. As our sword kind of glows faintly. Interesting enough, obviously, with the sword that we have, with it being one of the Runefangs, That does mean not only is it an Elector Count sword, but it's an ancient relic in the Empire, so this would be massively culturally significant that this, this foreign power, this elf, is wielding one of your historical relics. Made by the dwarves too, which unfortunately aren't in the mod yet, but give them time. They've made a bloody great job of everything else so far. I'm sure they'll absolutely master the dwarves. So we've got him and we've got him. We will then take what? One more? No. 2 more great swords. Brilliant. We're not going to upgrade just yet because money-wise we're not too great. Oh, that's some cracking armor, isn't it? That armor's better than your armor. I know you're not a warrior priest of Ulrich, and it doesn't really fit the vibe, but you're almost wearing a matching set, so we might as well make you a bit stronger. Okay. We'll do the same with you. They kind of look elven, if you squint. Of course, we can't carry any more. We are now full, so we will just take the things that we've just earned. Head back to Torlin Thel. And we'll sell these prisoners. Then we'll look to see if we can negotiate a ceasefire, because of course the wastes are sieging our settlement up there, and we do not want that to go. So we'll very quickly head to here and sell. Sod it. Why not? Why not? Why not? So if we're quick, we might be able to get to the main city, do all the things we need to do, and then head up to stop that siege. We're probably going to be heavily outnumbered. I imagine that is going to be the case. The wastes are not a small faction by any stretch of the imagination. Take another sip from the sippy cup there. Nothing beats water, and don't worry, no, I'm not sponsored by water when I'm saying that. That's just my personal opinion. So we'll now have a look through and see what we can get rid of. That's going to save us some moolah. 42k, 61k. Okay. It's almost a shame, isn't it, that we don't have cheaper things. Right, so tavern, ransom all those prisoners for another 21k. That's good money for us. Recruiting troops, yeah, we could do with a few more, and they're pretty good. We'll very quickly go to the keep. We'll find the representative of the empire, yes, and then let's cash in. Let's cash in for some imperial prestige so we can start leveling up our imperial units. I would quite like to have some veteran ones. 50 council favour for 30 prestige. Let's do this. No. So we want to do this one. Let's go. Right. So we should have just got rid of quite a lot of prestige there. It'd be nice if you could do it as a slider. Yeah, so we got rid of that. About 250 favour, 300 maybe, and now we've got 210 favour or prestige, sorry, to spend. So when we go back to our party screen now and we have a look at it, you'll see that we can actually upgrade some of these human units. So straight away there, we've now got a sergeant. Grenade launcher variant. I do like the sound of that. Let's do it. We'll make you Reichsguard Knights. Let's make you 4 those. We're still doing okay on the prestige. So of course, there of the 210 we had, we're now paying 141, but we're getting a lot out of it, and then financially as well, we're going to be spending a bit of money, but it's fine. It's just business. So now we rush up north, and regardless of what we fight, we need to attempt to win this battle. We don't want to be losing any ground at all. The more ground we lose, the more we're just going to have to waste time backtracking, and obviously we need them to be somewhat functional. It looks like they have already started the siege. 29 wounded to their 300. Maybe we wait for a little bit just to see what we're talking. Give it a save so we don't crash. This is the one. I do back up the saves when I finish with the others as well, just to be on the safe side. Like I said, it's not crashed as of yet. But if it does crash, then obviously we want to make sure that we've got a recent save, that we're not faffing about. So, the enemy outnumber us by 4 men, because we obviously have the militia of the castle as well. So this should go about as well as it does in my headcanon, which is pretty bloody very. Honestly, my language skills are second to none these days. So let us start assembling the men like so.
Take position.
I'll have a big contingent up
Take
there.
position.
We'll have another
Hunters of the
contingent
wild.
move.
Take that position. Take that position.
Riders.
Glade riders. Take position. Glade riders. Take that position. Take position.
Let's just move our forces forward.
Eternal guard. Take that position.
Set our archers on the hill like so. We'll use this natural
Hunters of the
formation
wild.
as a little bit of cover,
Take
so that way if anything's going to try and come at us, we'll at least
Take
have
position.
some screening on it.
Mounted archer.
And now let us go see if I can annoy the enemy a bit more. A couple of mind controls I think we'll do. We've got maximum winds of magic, so we're feeling good. Not even on a Wednesday as well. Right, let's go and see what we can do now. We'll mind control you, fine gentlemen. Welcome to the club. We no longer have jackets, unfortunately, but what we do have is fireballs for the enemy. Oh yes, please, more of that. Oh, and we got a nice sneaky kill. Or did we? No, we just wounded him. We will go in for a kill though. Now we're in two-handed mode. Oh, and we're swinging the wrong way. Oh, sugar. Fantastic news though, the forces do appear to be in position, so what we will do now is move this bottom force round just to set up in an even more advantageous position. Archers will move a little, or mounted archers will move a little bit further down. Horsemen, of course, will just wait there for now to bait them in. Maybe readjust your angle a little bit. You know what, maybe even give us a scheme. Go on. Form a wedge, boys. Prepare yourselves. Oh my fucking Christ. That's what the grenade launchers do. They just chunk you. I don't know what that is, but it's magic. No, this is going great. This is... Oh! This is fine. This is no problem. That's absolutely terrific work. Advance. Show them your superior tactics, boys. That'll do, pig. Oh my Christ, I do not like being near them. Show them your flames. I love how it sets even mine on fire, but it also appears to make my sword disappear. There we go. It was already a magic sword, now it's a flaming magical sword. Problem being, of course, when you have said flaming magical sword, while you do own it, you still have to be able to use it. Oh shit! Shit! Shit in hell. There's few things in this game that shit me up more than when your blade just decides to, or rather, sorry, when you've got a two-handed sword and you just randomly get shot at by handguns. Oh, you guys lost way too much there. Do not dismount. Have another apotheosis. Keep yourselves healed up. You appear to have taken some losses, Group 1, which is this group over here. There we go. We will take Marienburg. It will be ours. One of these days.
Defend. Take position. Take position. Take position.
Just realised we completely forgot to use our. Completely forgot to even use the cavalry, didn't we? Of course, they've got the second wave coming in. They won't last long, though. We don't have anything to really fear. Except those fucking demigryph knights. Like, look at them just chew through our formations. Obviously, every time something red comes up, that's either wounded if it's got the white skull, or dead if it's got the red skull. You just got fucking ruled, lad. Form your lines, boys. Form your lines. And hold.
Blade, take that position. Eternal Blade Riders, charge!
Let's make life a bit easier. We've still got a decent amount of magic left. We'll hit the enemy with a Plague of Rust. That way all of the defences should be absolutely melted. So this should make our time in the middle a lot easier. Oh, why am I here? Why am I here? This is the dumbest place to be. That heal coming in fucking clutch then. And now we'll go back. That's it. Make them flee. That's it, boys. You are the very instruments of a new order. Oh, is this a crash? No? Okay. Thought that was going to be my first crash then. We are very fortunate it was not. I say very fortunate. The modders have just done a fantastic job at making sure it all runs smoothly. And 10 out of 10 to Tales World for giving modders the ability to do all these things. It's amazing how many games don't really seem to put that much into mods.
Take that.
Which has always surprised me, is it's essentially free replayability, but what do I know? Right, we need to get our forces back together because everyone's kind of running off in really, really ridiculous ways. Which is not going to help anyone out, and I'm not going to sacrifice men unnecessarily. So let's form back up. Form a line! Reform the line! Sound the charge! Not yet. Preemptive. We will reform the line though. Oh, I know something you don't know. But I I just chinned the man. If you know an elf that's willing to run all that way just to chin a man, name him. Oh shit, that was an enemy vortex spell. That's
Deep wood infantry.
going to hurt.
Charge! Hunt them down. Glade charge!
Another fireball, and then of course we are out of Winds of Magic. Which isn't a bad thing though, because this will be a heavy, heavy loss for them. Of course, they came here to capture a settlement, and instead they're leaving with their tails well and truly between their legs. I'll do nicely. Night of the Blazing Sun there. Let's give him a little eclipse. Oh, fuck. I just axed my own guy. Whoopsie. Fortunately, I heard he was a spy anyway, so we will not lose too much morale. Again, though, stellar job. The entire forces have put in an absolutely stellar job. Looks like a bit of a visual bug there where there's now fire coming off my axe, but fuck, that's cool. I was hoping it would follow it as it went, but a bit too much to ask for. Massive renown for that, massive influence within the kingdom, massive morale boost for the party. Everybody's buzzing. We very much are on the wave of what can kill us, if not ourselves. So this will be a big, big earner for us. Tons of prisoners, as you can see. That's good news. We'll take some of the valuables as well. We do love our valuables. Got anything more valuable? Yeah. I don't mind the idea of taking prisoners of handgunners. Not got a lot of other things. Pistolers. Obviously, in the stories, in the fluff, there would be certain things that you'd understand would be a noble and certain things that wouldn't. You know, a sergeant is probably about the highest a rank a commoner in the Empire could run. They wouldn't get to officer level because obviously they would be like imperial nobility. They also wouldn't get to be a greatsword because of course they would be nobles as well. The sergeant would be about the best, and yeah, it's still not a bad thing really. You know, it's better than Britonia. If you're a peasant in Britonia, yeah, you're a peasant in Britonia forever, as are all your descendants. And don't you dare speak back, for you are the property of the king. And that's pretty much Britonia, in a nutshell. Still fantastic, though. They look absolutely great. I do have a sneaking suspicion at some point we might end up venturing into those lands. Of course, it would only make sense in the campaign for the elves to want to reclaim former settlements. And much of Britonia is obviously built in the ruins of elven settlements, so fair's fair. Let's get one of each. Get some more of you. Yeah, brilliant. So 8 grand, paying 30 more of our prestige, and we're using some more council favour, but it's absolutely fine. We probably should have taken all those prisoners, actually. In hindsight. So high value items, yep, we're going to take some of them. Oh, we're now over the limit, are we? Oh dear. Ooh, we did get our new horse armor though. I like it. It's very spooky, very pretty, very nice. I think it's time that we make this guy command the horse archers. In which case we need to give him a horse, but we only have saddle horses, which are a bit shit, but it's fine. We'll take the horses. That will increase our carry weight a little bit. What can we get rid of? We've got a lot of grain. We can get rid of a bit of that. There we go. We still got the food for 70 days. Still a very good amount of food. Meager 18 escaped, did they? Or 16 even. Helps if you can read. 16 would be... yeah, that's fine. They're not going to get up. We're not going to catch them anyway. So now is the time. Let's use our council standing, because we're quite influential. Let's get a peace with Midland. We're going to receive 1,420 a day. And obviously that allows us to just put all of our efforts into the waste, which is what we're going to do. So I've suggested the decision. I am, of course, going to spend minimal influence on enforcing it, because I've already spent 150 suggesting it. That's brilliant. So now we're just at war with the Wasteland. We're receiving tribute from them, and we're receiving tribute from Nordland. So you can see the war with Nordland has been vastly profitable, because we've managed to get 98 grand out of them. Obviously, over time, they're going to pay us some more money as well. Not as much as Nordland was paying us, of course, but Nordland's still at war with Midland, so while they fight against each other and back and forth, tug of war, they'll actually both be paying us. So that's bloody phenomenal for us, really. You know, it don't really get much better than that, does it? We do have a settlement here. Now, patience is something that I think most people should employ when they can, myself included. However, I'd quite like to see this castle become ours. So, what we will need to do, we have the finances to just about get the siege, but they do outnumber us. Okay. We're going to do this as quickly as we can. Obviously, we're going to have to spend more influence to keep the army together, as they're not really cohesive at the moment, this force. Try and get 3 trebuchets up. We know what we're going to do with those. Food's good. Money is the questionable one, but obviously the hope is we take this settlement now, and then in taking this settlement, we can then push on into the keep. They've only got enough food for 1 more day, and we have food for 67, so food-wise we'll be way ahead of them. It is just the finances at 8 grand a day. We'll get about 2 weeks here, so we need to take the settlement within 2 weeks. Which can be a taller order than it sounds, but feels like a good thing. We'll do the battle here, and then obviously it gives us the chance to get this put up for you. Again, apologies about the last time. I am new to the game. You know, you gotta give me some time to learn things. Any kind of advice that you've got, stick it in the comment section below. I will do my best to read them, and from there, hopefully I'll be able to pick things up a bit sooner in the whole streaming world and give you a better quality service as a result of it. That's a shit ton of men. Move that to reserve very quickly, and we'll just aim to get these online. We're about to dip below the 100k mark, which is when we get into Dangerville, but obviously our engineering skill is vastly increasing. We'll shove this one out and this one out. Come on, crack those trebuchets, come on! Trebuchets, crack those towers, lead an assault. That's it, we're going. They have no catapults. We'll be more defensive this time, but we need to take this settlement, and we need to take it quickly. Fourth, gents, fear nothing. Oh fuck, we didn't get rid of them all. Ah, that's probably going to cost us a siege. I can try and put one of these down. I don't think it shields the siege towers, does it? No. I've done the same thing as last time, where I've been too eager, and it's now going to cost me. Let's see if we can get a fireball up there. Oh, nice! That did take out the trebuchet. The catapult even, sorry. We're the ones with the trebuchets. Holy shit. Something might have taken out a trebuchet, but they clearly didn't give too much of a shit about it, because they've just gone to attack us once again. If we're going to be throwing spells, let's be as efficient as we possibly can. Maybe get some of you on the wall to fight for me. Oh, they have 2 catapults. Yeah, this is not ending well. That's going to go down in the next hit, which is going to land before it hits the wall, which means the only way in is with the main gate, which isn't going to end well. Yep, that's the second siege tower down. That's not good. Just as we feared. Oh, that shield of Safari was huge. We should have lost so much more than we did there. That was absolutely massive. Come on, elves. It's night time, we can't see much, but what we can see is not looking too good. There's only one way into this settlement, which means we're going to have to be somewhere near the front lines, or at least be able to find a way to buff our boys. Ow. Buff our boys and take a few of theirs. One more shield of Safari while we break the gate. Oh my days. Flames, flames everywhere. Break the gate, come on! What we're obviously aiming for as the campaign in our nation right now is to just gain as much ground as possible. Sorry, Empire deserters. Right, he's friendly now, so he's not going to throw that, and once they kill him, he's going to blow up. So that's good for us. Let's put that on. Let's weaken their armor. It doesn't appear that so many of our troops were buffed by that, actually, which is a shame. What we will do is throw a heal down in the hopes that we can move forward. Oh, fuck. We are in a bit of a rock and a hard place where we are right now. There we go, mind control behind them. That should help to break up the formation a little bit. There we go, more bodies piling in. There we go, fantastic. Magic is looking a little low. We'll hit them with... oh, I don't know what to hit them with at this point. Ideally, if I can get up there, we could throw a fireball, but our men just seem to be struggling to punch through the gap. Oh my god, that rock could have caused absolute doom for us. Plague of Rust. Let's get in and get some kills ourselves. If we don't start getting some kills, this is all going to be for naught. It's a bit of a clusterfuck here at the moment, but there's sadly not much else we can do. We are, of course, a wizard on the front line, which is not really somewhere a wizard wants to be. But there we go. We'll distract them a little bit. That's it. Keep these overhead slashes coming in. Try and pick off the odd ones where we can. That's it, boys. Come on. Have a heal if you're in the thick of it with me. You men, stand with me. Of course, we've not got our sword out because I'm being an idiot. We are actually spec that our two-handed does deal damage to shields a lot better, so obviously every hit that they're blocking is still weakening them to some degree. Let's summon more of them to fight for our cause. It's a bit danger close, those explosions. That's it, boys. Move into the city. Oh, he's going to blow up. Don't want to be near him. Try not to let any of them escape to the other bit. For a rushed battle, though, I'd say it's gone alright. It's not gone too badly whatsoever. We've made our way into the keep now. And we're starting to really, really make some bloody great progress now. The gate has fallen. The walls will soon fall. We have used all of our magic on it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Something was behind us then while we were talking. And of course, this is a gorgeous custom settlement. I would quite like to put myself in the running for this settlement because that is phenomenal. I love the little canal system going through, the big bags of salt there, I assume. Just cracking. Outstanding job, boys. One by one, the provinces of men will succumb to us. Although the problem is, look how many men the entire army lost, 103. Great again, great renown, great influence, great morale, and we got the majority of the loot, which is nice. We are in a settlement, so we're going to take all the prisoners, all the goodies, and we're just going to pawn them off here. So 270 odd prisoners, which is just an outrageous amount of prisoners. Strange that we're not over it, but we're not over the limit of, or the weight limit, I should say. Yeah, so you can see there's a 200 and odd outside there, but look at how much our assaults are just paying off for our kingdom. We've gone from just having these four, to really starting to make a name for ourselves as our own kingdom. I'm hoping that very shortly we're going to get to a point where our queen's like, I don't really need mercenaries anymore. I can fund myself. And then obviously from that point we'll be just looking better at absolutely everything. Of course, the problem I've got at the moment is I'm the one that tends to be leading the main of the army all the time. So if we're constantly being dragged all the way around, it's going to be a problem. So fingers crossed we can get it to that point very soon. Let's first look at just making some more money back. Of course, we'll do that by going to the tavern district. That's nice. That's 40 odd K just for selling off the prisoners. That's big money. Then if we go into the trade, how much money does this place have? Not a lot, because it's not very profitable. Its prosperity is danger low. Let's lock these expensive items, because they will very quickly bring us to that limit. And we'll just see if we can sell some cheap shit. Of course, we're carrying a lot of things. If worst comes to the worst, we can just donate this to our army in exchange for a bit of experience, which won't be the worst idea. It will just give us that chance to really level up. Yeah, the 22k under. So let's see don't think they have anything that's going to immediately be of value to us. Let's cancel that for now, because if we're going to do it, I would rather we got every penny out of it that we possibly can. So, yeah, if we're going to do it, let's just do that. Just do that. And then sell a few just average shit. There we go. And then, of course, we will talk to the Magister. I'm trying to think of what scrolls we really need. Maybe... Oh, this is magic. Ooh, we don't need any more magic just yet. Our magic's good. But scrolls-wise, we could do with a few. So these are a really good feature. These were something that were in Warband, the first Bannerlord. It's the first Mount and Blade game. In a nutshell, what you do is you buy a book, you put it in your inventory, you start to read it, and over time it gives you bonus experience to certain things, which is really good. So obviously that's 5,000 athletics experience. Wouldn't mind more of that. Although I'm probably going to go for riding, as our spellcraft is pretty good. Oh, that does 3 at once. What do you do? 5,000 to polearm, 5,000 to bow, and 2,000 to trading. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we could read some on... That's smithing. That's trading. We could read a book on trading, I suppose. Just to try and slowly start leveling that up. Or I'm wondering if it's better to just do that at the end. Engineering skill. Engineering's not a bad one for us to learn. Swordmaster's teachings from beyond the sea. We'll do that. That feels very in keeping for us. As the Swordmasters, of course. Of course. Are High Elves. Just try and get a bit more money out of him. So I paid a little bit for that book, which isn't bad at all. And then we'll make sure we end the episode by remembering to do the things that we need to do, which is, so we click on the book, it brings up this little bit down here. You see the little magnifying glass. So we do that, and now it says Selected Swordmaster's Teachings from Beyond the Sea, and we start to learn that book. So as I say, over time, we'll gain 5,000 experience in it. It won't be much of a level, but it will be a level. And then obviously once we're done reading it, we can always sell the book. So yeah, bit of a recap. We've done okay today. We've got ourselves some new horse armour, so we're looking a little bit more regal on the battlefield when we're riding about on our mount. Our own gear itself is looking pretty good. The only thing we might really look to do is get rid of the throwing axes. They've not really done too much for us so far, and we're kind of, with our magic, moving a bit beyond that now. Just out of interest, yeah, the weight is 3 something. So losing that might actually help us. We might be a little bit quicker, things like that. So we'll look into that, see whether we kind of step away from our more primitive side. It was a big boon for us when we were fighting under the glorious wood elves, but obviously those days are behind us, as we are now a fairly established member of the kingdom. The forests of Lorlon have never looked so vast, with our holdings now expanding way out. So I'm wondering who it is that's going to be up for nomination to take this settlement. Again, I can assume it's not going to be us. The Queen only has one settlement, so it might be that she takes this one. We might have to get a bit tactical, because really the settlement that I want is just to the south of us, and that is Marienburg, which is just here. And that's the settlement I really, really want. One, for a little bit of the roleplay element, as we could say that could be the argument as to why he gets to name himself an elector, as he's taken a seat and has a runefang. And obviously, on top of that, it'll be a really profitable settlement, and I imagine it will bring in a lot more than Hagendorf, And it'll most likely have a really cool custom map as well. Marienburg, of course, being one of the main settlements in Warhammer Fantasy. And a little bit of a neighbour checkup. It looks like Middenheim are sieging Nordland, which is really good for us. The more Nordland starts to crumble as a people, the more their nobles might come over to us. If their nobles come over to us, that's more armies on, more men, more individual like parties, which means more men in said parties, which means more men in the armies when we start to bring them in. So yeah, I think overall we've reached an absolutely terrific point for us to call it a day today. Thank you very much for coming along with us if you have indeed done so. If you enjoy the videos, please let me know. Again, any improvements, I'm not a stranger to criticism. I'm more than happy to go through and have a look. But thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. And I have, of course, been the Cooped-Up Creative. Goodbye.